Zelot. And in the bottom left we do have speed. Now speed has been very impressive in the ASL season 18, I want to say. I think he advanced over some opponents that some people would not expect. He had some very good games. He displayed some beautiful StarCraft, and since then I've become a fan, I have to say. I've seen a lot of his ladder games as well. He's been playing extremely active, aggressive, and he is called sometimes the, what is it, 10-minute flash? He basically plays extremely well until the 10th minute and then it falls off. But Speed, he's a very interesting player to watch, in my opinion. Like one of those guys I'm definitely keeping an eye on him, who might have a very steep learning or skill growth in the next, I want to say, 2 years or something. Who might pop up as one of the new top players. Not that he's a new player, but one of the top contenders who might take away Soul Key's crown. At this point, it feels like we need to get flashback on the board to beat Soul Key, but yeah, not sure. Maybe he's just figured it out how to win best of series. Okay, so we do see a barracks opening here. Into the command center, most likely. One command center opening from Speed. It's gonna go ahead and grab a scouting SCV. Gonna bring that across the map here. On the other side, it's gonna be hatch, pull gas. A very standard opening for Zelot as well. Zelot, in my personal appearance or experience, has not been. I have not seen any of his games yet, if I remember correctly. So this is a first for me, but I've heard good things about him. He was one of the kind of superpowers on the ladder there. So, expecting great things from him. Or maybe this guy is the ultimate superpower on the ladder. It seems like he just wins against everybody. It's insane speed. And if it's a ladder match, pressure off, this guy is insanely good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Cure, you know? If you meet Cure on the ladder, you lose. You lose way more often than you win. But if you win, if you find him in a tournament, if he's not in form, well then it's basically ripe for the picking, you know. But then again, his fundamentals are just so good that it will still be a very formidable opponent. But yeah, let's see what Speed's gonna do here. Gonna go into the double barracks, and then he's gonna grab the refinery afterwards. So kind of looking like a 2 barracks academy rush so far. Could be with a fast +1. There are a few variants of that. I'll have to wait and see how he wants to play this out. Just gonna throw down an academy here. There we go. It's just waiting for that 150 minutes. Uh-oh, one idle SCV. Speed, I'm watching you. Where's the 10-minute flash? The 3 Marines are still poking out of the map. They're looking for a drone, they're looking for a Ling, anything that's gonna come. Oh, that was a very early sunken, and it will kill off that SCV. So Zelot a little bit over preparing against this Marine pressure, which is actually not common. Speed is just posturing them outside of the vision range of the Overlord. If you can, it's barely on, like literally just barely outside of vision. And well, Zelot thinks those guys went across the map, so he made this sunken colony. So there was basically for no risk. The only risk is that the Marines are a tiny bit in front of your base. For no risk, he got like a free drone there. Defensive structure that doesn't make any sense. It killed the scouting SCV, which is kind of nice. And there needs to be another scouting SCV sent out now to find that third base. And ideally check the tech, but most of the time it's going to be Spire. Actually, where is this SCV going? What's he doing over here? Okay, so I think he was just finding his path here. Marines are going to find a Ling. Ling can get away here, thanks to that mischance. We do see the third base from Zerg kind of out there. That's a very wild position if you ask me. It's kind of close to the Terran, so interesting approach here. This will be, I mean, it's a small ramp, which is nice and easy defendable, and it's gonna be in the path of the Mutalisks, so maybe that's the idea here. Now the 2 base Academy rush is going across the map. Stim did finish up, we're already researching range. So Zelot needs to be careful here, he's morphing a bunch of Mutas, they're gonna be ready for this fight. Now Speed is gonna pull back immediately. He shoots that 1 drone and he's gonna go back. And the SCV is scouting the whole wrong side of the map so far. Looking for that 3rd base. The Mutas are not going for the SCV, so the SCV can continue to scout. And if he checks all the bases, eventually he's gonna find it. That's actually a really good SCV. That's gonna save him scans. If the SCV can find that base. Now 5 Mutas are still a little bit lackluster against a Marine force of this size with Stim. It's gonna get the, 7 Mutas together, but I mean already 1 pretty low. Now, he's gonna fight, oh my god, he should have seen the base. He's gonna find the base, yeah, he sees the base now. And he could pressure this if he can get rid of these Mutas, but I think the Mutas are just gonna be a little bit too much here. So in the end, this group of Marine Medic is gonna die. He does know now about the base, but unfortunately he couldn't reinforce his army, so he's kind of overproduced a few medics. And this is going to be a rough follow-up for him, because now he needs to be sitting back, he needs to be defensive, he needs to, well, take care of his own economy, so he doesn't lose too much. You do already see the factory, and soon to be a starport following this up. Could be a double port, and indeed, that's going to be the case here. I'm going to be curious. And I'm gonna say, we're going out on a limb, we're gonna say we're gonna grab a armory with this. And there it already is here in the bottom left corner. Now the armory is gonna enable the Valkyrie production, so it has become more and more of a standard play for Terran players, excuse me. To grab that early Valkyrie double starport. Like 3 barracks, Valkyrie, sometimes even with tanks. We've seen that happen. But this time it's just gonna be the bio, and the follow-up is gonna be eventually the vessels. Of course the vessels are the best AoE, because it can be used against everything, right? Ground and air, and it does, well, it just kills a unit if you click it, unless it's an Ultralisk, so it's a guaranteed kill, a guaranteed value. Now the Valkyries are solely for the purpose to fend off the Mutalisks, and they're gonna enable him an earlier push timing. That's what they grant you. And also, like, it does kind of make the Muta aggression obsolete, right? But you have to be careful, it also comes down to engagements. If you are overconfident with your with the Valkyries, Mutas can snipe them in low numbers. If they're only 1 or 2, they can engage, and they can just kill the Valkyries, and then all of your investment goes to nothing, right? So it's not like there's no counter micro, counter action. Also, Scourge, of course. I mean, look at this, Zelot is making so many Mutas. This might be a mistake, actually. It comes down to engagement. If he does lose the engagement against the double Valkyrie production, well, he's gonna have a very bad time. I mean, 2 already instantly out here. He's gonna eat the first missile volley here. That's actually pretty bad for him, because the missile damage will connect. And now the double Valkyrie is here. That's basically enough to kill whatever numbers of Mutas you have. If he gets 1 spray in, I mean, he's gonna get a spray. Oh my god, yeah. That's actually, it's only 1 Valkyrie hit or 1 Valkyrie shooting there. But in the end, Speed is just gonna guard this army, and Zelot was building so much on these Mutas, he's still not up to lurkers. So he does not have the lurker defense on that small ramp, even though it would be an easy defense. He's just still in the process of doing this. Now the Valkyries are gonna get jumped on here by the Mutas, but look at that. How much damage was dealt. Immediate reinforcements coming up, but there's a bunch of Mutas coming in as well. The Valkyries need to be careful how to engage. They cannot fight this without the bio, but now the Mutas jumping on top of the bio. But double Valkyrie here to assist in the fight. Oh my god, all of those Mutalisks are dying, and yeah. This is just too much damage here. Cannot even clear this army. Indeed, GG is called. Speed does take that game.